Let's start off with the fact that, of course, Africa is one of those places where you'll find a lot of information, but of course we get the mediated version and we also get the African version. What is your view on Africa and, of course, the information that emanates from the continent?
Well, thank you, Eleni. There is so much information about Africa. When we think about 53 countries on the continent, 225 significant cities, there's a lot of information that we need to try and filter through in order to make good decisions about how to grow the continent, both for organizations and for individuals. And that's why we've launched africamarketinsight.com to try and tackle this huge challenge in partnership with many others who feel like there's huge potential to be tapped on the continent.
Well, Grant, you know, you're based in South Africa at this stage. Tell us about how you're getting your hands on information.
Well, thanks for asking that question. We have to work in partnership. Of course, the internet provides a wonderful platform for that, but there's nothing like face-to-face interactions with people who are passionate about making a difference in each of the 53 countries on the continent. And in our work, and we've had more than a decade of doing this kind of work, researching, looking for opportunities to educate and provide information that makes a difference. We have formed some of those partnerships, those face-to-face partnerships, and we hope through our offering, africamarketinsight.com, to form many more in order to help find the solutions.
I think, Grant, I mean, as a journalist, from my end, of course, one of the big issues is, of course, updated information, because there is quite a lot of information out there. But, you know, as a journalist, you'd always want information to be quite new. So, in other words, you'd want it to be written an hour ago. How are you finding that challenge? Because at the end of the day, clearly you do have those resources in various African countries, but it's about getting the information to the relevant people at the right time.
Quite right. It's about the information being current, critical, and in my opinion, information that's easy to use, information that you can compare appropriately, and for organizations and individuals, information that you can use to make decisions, to take action. And that's what we've been working on for over a year now. Our team has built a knowledge hub which is available freely online on our website in order to access that kind of information. We provide information organized across the 53 countries at a country level, at an industry level, and at a company level that allows you to download into an Excel spreadsheet, a downloadable spreadsheet, comparable data to make decisions.
What about analysis? I think that's also a key focus, because it's easy just to get the numbers out of many African countries, but we also need to get relevant analysis, and not analysis from an outside picture, but always analysis from within the borders of a specific country.
I think this is so important. It's not about just the data. It's about knowing how to work with the data. It's about having frameworks to make strategic decisions through the analysis process. And to that end, Africa Market Insight is not just about the information, but it's about the partnership. It's about working together to provide the frameworks and the tools that allow decision makers to analyze appropriately, prioritize appropriately, to make the best decision for themselves, for their companies, and of course for their countries.
What about market information? In other words, the information that comes through the bourses. I think that's also a very pertinent issue, purely because from an investment scenario, I think most foreign investors are, you know, relatively cautious when trading with African bourses.
Yes, I think that's true, and we see such volatility in the markets. All the more reason to have the right facts organized in the right way. For us, it's about bringing the decision makers together with the right kind of information to reduce that anxiety and uncertainty and make information-driven decisions. And we believe that Africa Market Insight, with our team, and we have quite a considerable eclectic team of educators, strategists, researchers, and consultants working across the continent with us, together we can reduce that uncertainty to help investors make decisions that benefit Africa.